On the edge of a quiet Japanese village, mist would rise from beneath the moss-covered stone bridges. In this village, no one went outside at night, because at night, with the wind, a voice would wander. Hachishaku-sama. No one dared say that name out loud, because the moment it was spoken, it would reach her ears. The tall woman's. And she would return to the village borders. Her height was over 2 meters. The pale hands extending from beneath her white kimono reached past her knees. From afar, a metallic sound could be heard. Po, po, po. Years ago, a priestess living in this village had sealed a being in the mountains, something that looked like a woman's body but housed something inhuman inside. According to legend, this entity fed on the fear of children for centuries. Every 30 years, the seal would weaken, and Hachishaku-sama would be free again. One summer evening, a 12-year-old boy named Haru, visiting his grandmother's village from Tokyo, was playing in her garden when he heard that sound from behind the old stone walls. Po, po, po. The voice carried by the wind felt as if it was whispered directly into his ear. When he turned around, he saw a figure in the distance. A white kimono, long black hair, her face hidden entirely in shadow. Haru could hear his own heartbeat. The woman took a step, then another. With each step, the air grew heavier, the birds went silent, and all the village dogs began barking at once. Haru ran home. His grandmother met him at the door, eyes wide open. "What did you hear? Tell me." Someone said, "Po, po, po." The woman's face turned pale. "Don't go near the window. Don't look outside. I must call the priest now." The priest arrived at midnight. He drew 4 circles of salt around the house and hung sacred papers in every corner. He handed Haru a small talisman. "Do not let go of this. Keep your eyes closed. No matter what you hear, do not answer." That night, there was no wind, but footsteps echoed outside. With each step, the ceiling creaked, dust drifted through the air. Haru's heart pounded fast. Then the voice came, from outside the window, soft as a whisper. "Haru, little Haru, come outside." It sounded like a mother's voice, gentle, loving. But Haru's mother had died 2 years ago. The boy bit his lip to keep from crying. His hands clenched the talisman tightly. Po, po, po. The curtain lifted on its own. At that moment, Haru locked eyes with her. Her eyes were pitch black, like a bottomless void. The priest began chanting. The sacred papers on the walls caught fire. The salt crackled. The woman screamed, her voice blending with a child's cry. Then she vanished into darkness. By morning, the house was silent. Haru was alive, but his eyes stared blankly. The priest bowed his head. He looked into her eyes. Now he will live in her shadow. His grandmother fell to her knees, crying. The priest continued. Every 30 years, someone looks into her eyes. And when that happens, Hachishaku-sama finds a new body. Years passed. Haru grew up, but he never spoke again. He continued living in the same silent village. Every night he sat in the garden staring into the distance. Sometimes, with the wind, he still heard that sound. Po, po, po. The villagers considered Haru's house sacred. No one dared approach it. But one day, a journalist from the city came chasing the legend. In the dark of night, he sneaked into Haru's garden. He turned on his camera, hit record. The tall woman who appears once every 30 years. Let's see how real this is. The camera light hit the stone wall. Then, from within the mist, a figure emerged. A white kimono and a long, shadowed face. The camera shook. The man's breathing quickened. "Who's there?" No answer. Only that sound. Po, po, po. As the camera fell, a child's whisper was recorded. I looked into her eyes. Now it's your turn. A month later, the journalist's camera was found in an abandoned temple. Only one image remained on the screen: a misty garden with a man sitting in the center, wearing a white kimono, his hair long, and his face belonged to the woman. Even today, that village's name does not appear on maps of Japan, because anyone who goes there either disappears or returns with a different face. The locals still warn their children, if one day you hear the sound po, po, po in the wind, don't answer. Never look. But people are curious, and curiosity is stronger than any curse. Some still go searching for the story at night, and they never return. Because legends never die, they only find new bodies. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, you might see a reflection in the corner of a mirror. A woman, her face in shadow watching you. Don't meet her gaze, because if you ever look into those eyes, even for a moment, you'll become part of that village too, and then the whisper carried by the wind will belong to you. Po, po, po. After every silence, in every breeze that follows, the voice still drifts, whispering someone's name. And that voice never forgets whose turn it is next. Po, po, po.
Never look, never answer.